Ads, 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 and more ads. Is it any wonder why people stop clicking on them and gravitate to whatever shows up organically online? What up there, guys? Izzy here once again with Get Busy LLC, helping contractors and home service business owners understand the internet, search engine optimization, paid ads, and all the stuff to get your business found online and generate more business for your business. In this video, I want to talk about advertising and where I see things going with paid advertising as compared to organic exposure to a business online. And I want to talk about this using this picture that I've just designed. If you're anything like me, you probably hate paid advertising. When you go on YouTube, if you don't have the YouTube Red where you pay for the premium, you're inundated by ads. You can't go fast enough to that skip ad button. You're just pounding away because you can't stand it. When you go on your streaming services, now there's to the point where they're putting the commercials in between certain shows or breaking things up, adding ads, and I can't stand them. Then you got watching an NFL game. You're inundated by commercials and commercials, but those you're kind of just used to, and you just got to put up with it. Even when you're scrolling on Facebook, you're scrolling through there, you're constantly bombarded by paid advertising. And naturally, when you go on Google and look for a local service or any type of service in town, you're going to be inundated by ads, Google ads, and all of that stuff. And I created this picture because over the years, I've studied this stuff. I'm learning it more and more and more. And one of the things that I wanted to figure out was where exactly do potential customers gravitate when they look for a local service? This is clearly intended for a contractor or home service business owner like yourself. Where do people gravitate when they look for a local service? So I created this picture that I wanted you guys to check out that goes to all of the studies, all the stuff that I've seen. And I wish somebody had articulated this picture so it could kind of clearly show exactly where people click. And it just proves my point that people hate advertising in any type of form. And it's a necessary evil. It's something that we need. I do advertising for myself on Facebook for my services. I mean, there's no getting around it. You have to do it at some point. But we as human beings kind of like don't like it. We kind of shun away from it and we gravitate away from it because we just know it's paid. So take a look at this picture and what I've seen and what I've noticed. This is like not 100% accurate. These are just rough estimates that I've come up with, right? So when somebody, like say for example, a roofing company here, I don't know, I can't even remember the town, but a roofing company here, let's say somebody's in this town and they look for a roofing company because their roof's gone to shit and they need to get it fixed. So where do people click when they look for a local service? And you're going to see here, these are the paid advertising. 20% of all the clicks that show up on here end up going to the ads right here. 40%, this is like a monster section, goes into these Google Map listing, right? Another 10% go into right here where people click on here and it creates another list of businesses. 20% go to these top 1, 2, and 3 here. And then the other 10% go down further, down the list right here. So this basically proves my point. So let's say 100 people type in roofing company in this town, only 20 of those people actually click on the ads, right? 40 of those people go on here, another 10 go on here, another 20 go on here, and then the rest go down here. So as far as I can tell, the whole name of this game is to get your business listed here, possibly even here. So if you were to get both spots here, now you're getting 60% of the clicks when somebody's looking for a roofing company or whatever the service might be. So that's the whole name of this game. And it just proves my point that people don't like advertising. Another thing is too that I think most people click on the Google Map listings, especially for a local service, is because when, like I said, if my roof's gone to hell and I need a roofing contractor near me, I'm going to go to whoever's locally in my town. This is why people gravitate to this because these are local businesses, local services. And also, like I said, if you happen to rank in both, then you're really kicking ass. So, what does it really take to get a local contractor or a home service business type provider in a local town to get them ranked into that Google Map listing and also underneath the organic part of the first page of Google search results? Well, over the years, for what I've discovered, is that Google is just trying to mimic human behavior. What it's trying to do is look for the most trustworthy, the most authoritative, and basically the best businesses in that town to showcase at the top of those search results. Its entire algorithm is designed to mimic that organic feel, that whole human behavior, what it takes for a business to show up at the top of the search results. See, back in the old days, from what I remember, see, I'm an older guy already, so I have a lot of experience with a lot of stuff. I've been in the construction field for a long time. What I've noticed over the years for like a construction company, let's say this guy that does home remodels, so let's say uh, concrete. I've been in concrete for a long time. So let's say there's a concrete contractor out there that does commercial, he does stamped, he does everything, right? He starts off, he gets his contractor's license, he starts doing a few jobs, getting his name out there and really kicking some butt. He does a job for Helen, right? He does a great stamped patio in the backyard. Helen just loves it. Can't wait to tell Susie, her friend, all about her concrete patio she just got done, and it looks amazing. She tells her. Now she goes out and goes, you know what? Let me give me his name, give me his number. I want to look for that. I want to get something like that done in my yard. So now that contractor gets another call from that person. That person then gets a great experience from that contractor. She loves it. She tells all her friends. Maybe she goes to church. She tells all her people at church. Now he's getting more calls. He's scheduling more jobs. He's getting more work. Now he's got more revenue coming in. Pretty soon he starts advertising more. He starts getting wraps on his truck. He hires a guy or two. He has another truck. He's got a wrap around his truck advertising his business, his brand, and people get to know him in town. Business keeps going. He gets more rate reviews on, from other people telling other people. Before you know it, he starts, like I said, it gets more revenue. And then all of a sudden he's sponsoring the local t-ball team, or his t-ball team is putting money into that. So there's a piece of marketing on all the little t-ball players on all the shirts out there when people are playing ball. And before you know it, he's doing like local radio ads. Maybe there's like some kind of county fair, and there's a section in the fair where he sponsors and gets his name out there. So he's building up on the momentum of the work that he's doing. He's kicking butt. He's getting reviews. He's further expanding the name of his brand and growing it in that small community. And before you know it, he's become the go-to concrete contractor in that town, where everybody goes to him. That's who you go to do concrete work. So I believe this is what Google is doing with its algorithm. It's doing the exact same thing, but doing it all digitally. So these days, there's a lot of digital marketers out there, SEO companies, and all that stuff that say they can get you into that Google map listing in a week or 30 days or anything like that. And a lot of it I call BS on, because it's not as easy as they make it sound to be. Again, Google is looking for that organic way of showcasing a business towards the top of the search results. And how it does it, like I said, I've been doing this for a while now. From what I've seen, Google is just trying to find ways to filter out who's good and who isn't, and showcase them at the top of the search result. Again, because Google is trying to look out for itself and its own brand. And like I said, if I owned Google, I would want only the best to show up. I don't care if it's an ice cream store. I don't care if it's a concrete contractor, a local dentist, whatever it might be. I only want to showcase whoever my algorithm deems to be the best in that town at the top of those search results, to reflect good on my brand, so people keep using Google and keep using it for search, and not run off to something like on Bing or Yahoo or any of those other crappy search engines. So how does Google do that? Well, from what I've seen, like I said, there's a lot of tricks and tactics that you can do to help with the process. But at the end of the day, if you're a good contractor and a good home service business provider, Google's going to try to sniff you out and see if you really are. And one of the ways that it does it is by, number one, checking out your reviews. If you get a steady stream of reviews, you get reviews. There's theories out there, and I do believe this is true, that Google's also looking to see if you have reviews in other platforms. Maybe you have a home advisor listing, you have reviews on there. Maybe people have given you reviews on Facebook, maybe reviews on Yelp, maybe reviews on any other platforms out there. I think that Google's out there scouring the internet and looking to see if you get reviews from other places as well, not just its own platform. Because again, it's just looking for trustworthiness of a business. And it's also wanting to see if you're getting a consistent flow of reviews for your business. Another thing I think Google's looking for, of course, is the structure of the website that's connected onto that Google listing profile. There's ways to figure out if somebody spent the time, somebody spent the money, somebody spent the effort to really structure a really well optimized website that flows well, that ranks well on Google, that's optimized with the right keywords, all of that stuff. That's another way it's filtering out the pretenders from the people that are actually spending some serious money on really structuring a really well optimized website. Usually, to build a website that's really optimized, you have to have a lot of knowledge for you to be able to implement that yourself, or you have to pay somebody to do that, which again costs money. And only business owners that pay into that stuff are going to stand out. Another thing it's looking for is mentions of your business name, your business address, your business phone number all over the internet. It's looking for, like, say, oh, there's Ted's concrete business, right? He's mentioned over here. He's mentioned on Yelp. He's mentioned on Home Advisor. He's mentioned here. He's got a Facebook page. He's got an Instagram page. He's posting on that stuff regularly, not like day and night, but once a week. Every now and then he's making the effort to showcase his business online. It's, like I said, similar to the old days when a guy was already starting to get momentum. Like I said, he's sponsoring the T-ball league. He's sponsoring a county fair event. He's sponsoring some winter event that's going on in his town, that sort of thing. You're showcasing to Google that you mean business at what you're doing. You're really putting the effort to get your business out there. And another thing it's looking for is mentions of your business name on some other website. For example, like we'll keep with the example of concrete contractor. Let's say there's a website talking about home improvement somewhere, and somebody writes a really good article on it, and it makes mention of that business in that article, and it links back to that contractor's website. This sends signals to Google that that contractor's good. It was worthy of being mentioned on another website, that they gave it a backlink back to that contractor's website. So there's a great deal of factors in order to make that happen. Also, the contractor's got to be in business for a while. You can't really have I can't start a concrete business here in, let's say, Fresno, California, 500,000 people there, and expect to be at the top of the Google search results. Just like in real life, I'm sure there's 10 badass concrete contractors out in that town. I'm just going to jump into town and all of a sudden take the market. No, it's going to take some effort. It's going to take me building up my name, my portfolio of work, all that crap. It's going to take time. And again, Google's looking for that. This is why I've noticed over the years that a contractor's got a brand new website compared to a contractor that's got a website that's been around for 5 years. If I do the exact same things on both those websites to help it boost not just the website, but the Google listing profile, the one that's 5 years old is going to go way faster than the brand new one. It's really, really sketchy on new websites and new Google business profiles. That's why when you set up a new Google business profile, it'll sit there pending sometimes for 30 days because Google just does not trust your business. It's looking out for itself. It doesn't want to hurt its own brand by putting on some scuzzy guy that just got started, got a crappy website, he's got no reviews, he's in business for 3 months. 3 months down the road, he's out of business. You think that listing is going to be sitting up there at the top, getting no calls, getting no reviews? It's going to look really bad on Google. So Google just does not want to do anything like that. And all of this organic stuff, all this stuff to get a business to show up at the top of the search results. This is why I believe that even when I look for a local service in my town, I always gravitate to whatever shows up organically. I really feel like I always tell people, it's maybe a subconscious thing. I feel like the people that are at the top earned those positions. So I trust them a lot more. I'm going to click on their listing. I'm going to check out their pictures, their website, their reviews. I trust them way more than somebody who paid at the top, even though I might click on them here and there. But I just gravitate to whatever shows up organically because I feel like they earned those positions as compared to somebody who paid to get at the top, because you could get paid and show up there in 2 days. So that's all I wanted to share with you guys today. Why I feel that we gravitate more to the organic part of a Google search results and kind of what it takes to get there if you're a local service business owner or just a contractor in general. But at the end of the day, it is worth your effort because, like I said on that picture, you're going to get, more than half of the clicks if you can get your business at the top of those search results. So it's really well worth the effort to get something like that going. So if you want some help with any of that stuff, I got resources here in the description below. It'll help you out with getting things going, the proper structure of a website, SEO, some tips that will help your business start to get noticed online and get ranking better online. And if you want to see what it really takes to get a contractor website to the top of the search results, you can click on this video right here I created not too long ago. But other than that, that's all I got for you guys today. Until next time.